What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello, my beautiful Nubian queens and kings out there that are listening right now. Thank you so much for pressing play. I'm super stoked to be here. My name is Kanikia, your host for Uncharted Melanin, the podcast, a unfiltered podcast where creativity and expansion meets Black excellence. Daily raw and unfiltered content Monday through Friday, and interviews every Thursday. You aren't going to want to miss today's episode, so let's dive right in. Aloha everyone, aloha, welcome. It is Thursday, so you know what it is. This Thursday we have a very, very juicy episode. I had the pleasure of interviewing Goddess J. She is a divine feminine starseed here to help the planet ascend to higher states of consciousness. She does this in a couple of ways. She has an online store where she creates jewelry and spiritual items to help with your healing, while also providing tarot readings. She's a poet, a musician, and a multifaceted being. You are not going to want to miss this episode, so let's get into it.
Peace.
How are you doing today?
I am feeling blessed. I am feeling open. My heart chakra is exploding right now. I'm actually outside chilling around a whole bunch of nature, some grass, and it's just aligning me further with this heart chakra opening. I don't know if anybody else has been experiencing this heart chakra opening, but baby, it's something.
I tell you what, this heart chakra is like ripping all the feels open, and it's just like love, but ripping. But it's all like love, so expanding. I love hearing the birds in the back as well. So thankful for the birds grounding us back into this present moment.
Yes, it's a vibe. For
all
sure.
the time. So can you please tell us and all of the listeners, who are you and where are you from?
So my name is Goddess J. I'm actually from Ohio. And who am I? You know, I'm figuring that out every single day. I like to think with everyone else. But what I've come into so far is I'm definitely high priest energy, here to help, Earth expand into a higher state of consciousness. There's just a lot of like low vibes going on. And I feel like right now, that's why I feel like this heart chakra opening, because I feel like around me, it's like a lot more light workers are waking up to their purpose. And sometimes people don't understand your purpose don't have to be you need to get $1 million. Like sometimes it's your purpose to tell that one person your testimony from something you experienced, and you help them continue to live. You know what I'm saying? Like that might be your entire purpose for being on Earth. So I'm just grateful to be here, and I'm grateful to be stepping into my powers and, my love, right? Because everything comes back to love, and I'm here to love. I feel like, long story short,
amen to that, sis. Yes.
I am here to love.
I feel that. Oh my gosh. And it feels so good, like when you are like obviously healed and the versus unhealed, but when we do step into that and we recognize that we are here for love, it all kind of turns into like a lighthearted game of just like how much can we expand our love consciousness.
Yes, honey. Yeah, this is gonna be good. I had a feeling that it's something that's about to come out of this talk, because I feel it. Like I feel aligned. I feel channely. I feel like there's gonna be some beautiful messages that come out today. Wow. So I'm excited for sure.
Wow, I am here for that. I am open and receptive, and I've been following you for a bit, and I've just always been so drawn to your vibe. I believe I actually found you on Instagram when you were going live, and you would just like always like eat outside and just chat story, and I was just like, oh my gosh, who is this girl and why is she such a vibe? And then when you were into tarot, I was just like, a Black queen into tarot?
Yes, thank you. I appreciate your support. Thank you for following me throughout my journey. And I hope that you stick around for the changes that are to come, because, baby, Spirit is like, it's time for Goddess J to make it to the next level. And that's going to mean some changes. So I hope that you stay throughout these changes, because either way, it's just going to be dynamic and beautiful. I appreciate you following me up to now, especially now that I'm going to be implementing these new changes, and you get to experience my growth via my work and my presence on, my platforms. And I'm really excited for us to experience that together.
Yes, I'm excited to watch, and you know what, sending you all of the good vibes, everything, because you were definitely living in your purpose and actively walking in your purpose. And I think it's really refreshing to see. Not only, I mean, I know we haven't met in like real life, but when you pick up on that vibe, you know the vibe is it.
The
So it's
vibe,
just really
yeah.
refreshing to be able to see that. Can
Facts.
you tell us a little bit about what is it that you do and how you got it started on this journey?
Okay. I guess I can give you a little story.
Give us a little
This
story
is this is
time, tea
this is my
time.
journey. So I want to say I had my biggest spiritual awakening about 2017. I feel like that was my first big awakening, and from there, I just been exploring life and really seeing Earth as like Earth school. Just really, there was a point in time where I was so much in the flow that, you know, I wouldn't even plan my day out. I would just go how Spirit wanted me to move that day. And it took me to some, let me tell you, some amazing places I would have never ended up before. For example, one time I think I was driving on a little trip, maybe a 2-hour trip. And Spirit was like, you need to go to the beach, right? Mind you, I'm in Ohio. We don't have any real beaches, but we have our little man-made beaches. And I did not plan on going to the beach that day at all. But Spirit was like, go to this beach. Like there's an exit that says beach here. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do it. And that was such a beautifully aligned day. Like I put my toes in the lake because it's a lake. And it was just like beautiful, and just like I would just have little moments and instances like that continues to build my trust in the divine, continuing to strengthen my trust in not only the divine but myself as divine projection, myself as this God body that I've been presented with, along with my soul, which is, you know, separate. I'm a spirit having a human experience. So as I started to get these facts and really start to not only know these things in my mind but experience them, my life has just been changing. Like it's just been divine. So I guess my first exploration of this very dark, well, I'm gonna say dark, divine feminine, because I believe in the essence of feminine is, well, that's another conversation, but
We here for it.
You know, the divine feminine, it's just really been awakening within me, like who I truly am in my core, not what I experienced, not my wounds, not my traumas, but like who I am in this now moment and who I was meant to be. You know what I'm saying? And so I was attracted to my first deck of oracle cards. This is around the time I was going to like different healing circles and, you know, exploring crystals and all these things. And one day I was at the metaphysical shop and I bought my first oracle deck because I just felt so called to it. I'm like, I just want a deck, because I had been contemplating it for a little bit and I just didn't. Probably for some subconscious fears coming from a Christian background, you know, church and all those things. So this was already so. If I can't say, I can spell it out for you, black sheep energy. I mean, I know.
Yeah.
But I was attracted to these cards and I'm like, I'm gonna get them. So then I got them. And the first time I took them out the box, I was just shuffling. I'm just like, wow, this feels so good. Like I could not explain why it felt so good or what this feeling was that I was experiencing, but it just felt aligned. Like it just felt beautiful. And the rest is history. I started playing around with the cards myself and just getting really into it. I started my Instagram in 2019 and I just started putting messages out there. And from there, I ended up finding out about the twin flame journey. If you know, you know. Okay.
It's painful out here
in these streets, honey. In these streets. Okay. But I came across the twin flame journey, and that's when I started doing tarot for the twin flame journey specific. Like that was my little niche for a long time. Mostly because that's what I resonated with, and it was like, I don't know, that's what I was called to do in that now moment. So I just started putting it out there, and then my channel just started growing. 1,000 subscribers, 3,000 subscribers. You know, I'm like, wow, okay, so this must really be aligned, because if this wasn't something I was supposed to be doing, I wouldn't be reaping these benefits or these quote unquote rewards. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna flow with this. So that's how we got to Goddess Tarot 333. That was my name before I changed it to just Goddess J. And yeah, I was cranking them out there. YouTube 3 times a week, posting on Instagram. And yeah, that's what I started to do. So About 2 months ago, I changed my page from Goddess Tale 333 to Goddess J 333 because I've been really preparing for these changes that are to come for me for a few months now. And so I was called to change my name because, you know, I have more to give to this world besides tarot, and I don't need the cards to give messages. It's just for pictorial effect, and people like to see how the synchronicities happen in the cards. But all the things I'm telling you with these cards, I could tell you without the cards. It would just be a little harder to believe. But you know, now that I believe in myself and I understand, you know, my connection to spirit, I don't need the cards anymore. So I'm exploring different ways to share my gifts and share different ways in which I've healed myself to help people who have experienced things similar to me, to help them know that you can heal even from the apparent worst shit. So yeah, that's my big thing. I feel like if I could describe who I am and where I came from, especially right now in this time when I'm in the in-between, that's what I would say.
Right on. You really hit on so many good nuggets. Oh my gosh, so many good nuggets. Again, I want to like circle back to, you said you had a Christian background growing
Yes.
up? Okay, me too. I would love it if you could just like tap a little deeper into that. I am sure this will resonate with a lot of Christians that maybe started out as Christians and then tapped into their spiritual journey. I mean, I heard so many like parallels within my journey as well, how it started with the crystals and then the cards, and I mean it's only been up from here. So
right. Okay. Yeah, let's go. We can go on that journey real quick. So I was raised in a very, I want to say Baptist church. I feel like my family might say more non-denominational, but that anyway, the all types of similar energy. You know, you're black, and this is ancestral, right? This is generational. Right. You're black. Your parents are going to church. They're going to take you to church, and you're going to take your kids to church, and they're going to take their kids to church. Like that cycle of. Oh, before I even get into this, okay? Disclaimer. I do not judge you if you are Christian, you are this, you are that. If you ascribe to a religion, by all means, if that's what helps you feel like, you know, that's something that's helping you move forward in your journey, like, by all means, do that. I support you 100%. For me personally, I don't ascribe to any one religion, and this is why. I believe there, like you said, nuggets in all different types of religions. So I feel like to take one religion and say this is it, and just kind of take away any value from any other books or religions, I feel like that is it's very restricting. It's very boxy. And the one thing you will learn about me is I do not like boxes. Okay, I do not like to get into boxes. So for me, religion is a box, and I'm just willing and open to explore and receive any wisdom or high vibrational messages, no matter what vessel that comes through, no matter what religion that comes through. So that's really where I am. Again, coming from that background of like church cycle. Give it to Jesus. Jesus will take care of it. Now, I refer to the Most High as the Most High, and that's something like wording is very important to me. Like I've been really conscientious about my wording as of lately, and so I changed from saying God and these things to the Most High because one, that's genderless, right? That's not assuming any male or female or anything like that, and I really like that energy about it, and also. It's like it's acknowledging that there is something bigger than me, okay? Not atheists, because they believe that there's nothing bigger than this. I believe. Don't fact check me, but I believe that there is something bigger than this. I believe there's an all-knowing, all being that has a part in creating all that we are living in. Do I have a certain name or religion or anything ascribed to it? No, I have my own relationship with the universe, and so. I feel like that's that black sheep energy of kind of going in a different direction than the rest of my family when they're still going to church. And I love a good gospel song. Don't get me wrong. Right. Kurt Franklin, Mary, I be turned. Okay.
Let's go.
Listen, because it's not about, I'm not a Christian. I don't listen to gospel music.
Right.
It's more of like, what moves your spirit? You know what I'm saying? Like
the relationship itself.
Yeah, the relationship itself, and just with music in general. Like, if this gospel song is moving you, let that shit move you. I'm sorry, I don't know if this is an 18 plus or wrong, but I don't know.
We got explicit. No
Okay.
filter.
Okay.
Live your
Okay.
best
Okay.
life.
I have to make sure that's something I'll definitely ask in the beginning first off, because I can have a potty mouth, but I also, if I can't, I can take care of that. But very much black sheep energy, very much going in a different direction, but also it's not even like foreign to my body because it's just been a lot of my family has been brainwashed, right? We were taken from whether or not you came from Africa, your people were here already. There is some trauma associated with not being in the land that your ancestors grew up in, what were rooted in. Right. And so we lost those roots when we were taken from wherever we were taken from, and then we came into how radical we're gonna be today. And then we came into this space that we're currently in. Well, I'm in the United States, but anywhere. I mean, there's a lot of places that have been taken advantage of, and people that have been taken advantage of. So I believe I'm just going back to what my ancestors, not my current rule, like really like close ancestors, but my ancestors before that. Like I believe my ancestors were medicine men, medicine women, shamans, all these things, very mystical, very tapped into divine. But after years and years of conditioning, my family lost that. So it really is an honor to be in this space, because it's like, my family at first they were very standoffish, very like, you can't be doing this in this house, whatever, because I live with my grandmother right now because she's having some sicknesses and I'm helping out there. And I brought my business there, which was tarot, and they were like, oh, you can't do this here, you lighting these candles. I'm like, okay, right. Okay. I was like, all right,
a lot of that, it's devil work energy.
Yeah. But I'm like, okay, at the end of the day, I'm doing something that nobody else in our family has done. I've created a whole business for myself, a way for me to make money when I don't have to work for anyone else. So unless you're going to pay my bills, I'm going to go ahead and do this. So they kind of like, the more they realized I was making money from it, the more they became like, okay, we proud of you on the low. We kind of jealous that you are able to reach these heights by yourself, especially as a woman. But I'm gonna let you do your little whatever. I understand you making this money. So I was like, cool. So I started doing tarot, and my business started just going off, personal readings, extendeds, etc. And as I come out of this tarot era, which I always do tarot cards and I'll always be connected to it because I just love it, my mission has just shifted. So as I explore more and more who I am and what I'm able to do, what I'm able to tap into, what my dharma is, my reason for being on this planet, I'm just going with the flow. I'm flowing with it, and inspiring. My big thing is people, right? I believe that everyone deserves their basic needs taken care of. I believe that everyone should be able to connect to the divine and experience the bliss and the love that comes along with being aligned with your mind, body, and your spirit. Come out of that trauma and come into the now moment so you can experience all the magic that is here right now. So, in any way I can assist you in that, within my means, within my niche, within my specialties, at a time where I'm willing to give that energy out to someone else, I got you. And so different services and things are coming. It's beautiful things coming for Goddess J.
Oh, 100%. I see it. You see it. It's already handled. It's just about the timing and it being revealed. Facts to the world.
Yes.
And we are so excited. How earlier you talked about the twin flame journey. For the followers who don't know what twin flames are.
Okay.
Give them just a little slice of the cake, because we know that it cannot be covered in this episode.
Right. Okay. All right. Cool. I give you a little splish splash, a little something. Okay. So I believe that, and I say I believe because everyone has different opinions about the twin flame journey, what it means, etc., etc. So this is my belief. And if it resonates with you, please take it and do your own research. But, flow with that. What feels good to you? Be your own. Oh, we about to preach. Hold on. Self-govern. Be your own motherfucking government. Okay? Anyways.
Let's go.
Anyways. So the question was, I forgot now.
Twin flame journey, yes, a little cake.
Okay. My perspective of the twin flame journey. I believe that first and foremost, I believe that we all made certain promises and different contracts that we were going to fulfill when we came into this earthly vessel. So I believe before twin flames came into this earthly vessel, they decided that one big, strong, powerful spirit was going to divide into two and go into Earth in two different bodies. So I believe that the twin flames are one half of one soul, but it's complicated because you can be whole within that half, and that's the goal. But you always got your other half that completes you in a sense, you know. So they come down to the earthly realm and they decide that they're more than likely, from my experience, they're going to have a tough ass childhood and upbringing because they're coming into these certain traumatized and wounded families to clear these timelines again to my bigger purpose of helping the world's consciousness expand. So the twin flames get really challenging childhoods because they're clearing these templates for not only themselves but for generations to come and the ancestors and you know all that good stuff. So twin flames come in, tough journey, but the journey is ultimately to one another, but which is ultimately to themselves. Okay, hold on, because I was complicated a little bit. But let's bring it back.
Bring it back.
I believe within the twin flames, each twin flame, so there are two people in the twin flame dynamic. I believe one embodies mostly, towards the beginning of the connection, one embodies mostly the divine masculine energy, and one occupies the divine feminine. And I feel like as when you meet your twin flame, most twin flames go into separation. I believe separation is a valuable part of the twin flame journey because you bump into this person, they make you feel all types of things you never knew you could even feel. They show you your insecurities, they show you your wounds, they show you where you maybe not as proud of yourself as you think you are. You go away. You go and take care of those things that this person just triggered within you so you can integrate your own inner divine masculine and divine feminine energies within, because that's the goal, right? That's the journey. The journey isn't to get to your divine masculine, to your divine feminine. The goal is for you to be so balanced within yourself that you have integrated your inner divine masculine, divine feminine, which is that person. Your person is literally just exuding and experiencing that side of the spectrum at that moment, and you're experiencing the other. Like it's very much a balance for me. So I feel like that's a little bit, you go into separation, you work on stuff, you heal some tough shit. Okay, this is not for the weak, and I know that a lot of people feel like they're in the twin flame journey, probably aren't. That's not my place. But know that this shit is not for the weak. It's not like, oh my gosh, I have somebody I'm so in love with. This is so special, and we're gonna live happily ever. No.
Right.
That's not how it is.
If you think that's what's going on,
that ain't it. That might be a soulmate, honey, because a soulmate, you flow with them and it's cool.
Right.
But if it's a twin flame journey, y'all gonna push each other because that's what y'all meant to do. Push each other to heal and become the greatest version of yourself every single day. That's what this journey is about. So if your shit is all butterflies and rainbows, honey, I got a secret for you.
Right.
This is probably not what you're thinking. Okay. So, yeah. That's my little spiel.
A journey to be had on the twin flame journeys.
Facts.
I pray for everyone's strength who is there.
Facts.
Praying for you.
Lord have mercy. And it's one of those, if you know, you know. Yeah. But if you don't know, you don't. But if you know, goddamn, you know.
Yeah. Yep. Boy, that was beautiful. Thank you for explaining that. I love the way you broke that down. So comprehensible.
Sure. Yes, for sure.
Okay, so my brain is on my twin flame now.
That's okay. I did want to make a little input. So my website will be up by the end of this month. So on my website, I'm going to have a new services, and I'm also going to have some physical things. I'm going to have some sage. I'm going to have some Palo Santo. I'm going to have some jewelry. I'm going to have a little bit of everything. So I'm opening an online shop. It's going to be really dope. And I'm also offering, and this is an exclusive, honey. This is an exclusive. Yes, exclusive.
Tune your ears in.
Yes. So I just created my first online course.
Okay.
It is called Tarot 101.
Tell us more.
So if you have been wanting to get into tarot but don't know how to get started, this is going to be the perfect online course for you because, honey, when I tell you, I'm getting down to the basics again. This is 101. We're going to have 102, 103 once you pass this. But if you're just starting, like, this is some important keys in there. I have some quizzes in there, just like a fun way to learn. And I got some visuals in there, some videos. So a lot of different things for someone who was looking to read tarot, even if it's not for their community, but for themselves. It's going to be a really good a really good resource.
So many beautiful things. I'm excited to have people to be able to connect with you, be in union with people that need to learn and who are hearing this because they need to be on that journey. So excited.
Yes.
Do you have anything that you would tell to your younger, not necessarily, yeah, all right, I'm gonna let it flow. Do you have anything that you would tell to that young Black version, young child of yourself who is just starting out and who is able to listen to this but just may not know, like, what it is?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I said that really complicated.
And I got you, though. I feel
okay.
you. I understand.
Thank you.
So I want to start this with saying, it's so interesting that you asked me this question because I've been doing a lot of shadow work. Even today, like today, I've been doing a lot of shadow work. Yesterday, the last few days, I've been doing some intense ass shadow work. And this shadow work has been having me communicate with my inner child a lot and really, affirming to her, to them, right? That it's okay, in these moments where I'm getting triggered, going back to them, communicating with them, and just really reassuring them that nothing was their fault, reassuring them that they can come out of survival mode, and reassuring them that it's time to live. So it's interesting that you asked this question because I'm heavy in the shadow work, but I sound really good because it feels really good. I'm on a high now.
Yes.
I've done some tough stuff, but it's like the ups and downs of life. Life is not always going to be good, but what are you going to do with that? Are you going to continue to be triggered and feel these feelings, or are you going to feel it for once for all, grieve it, and move on and live the life that you were meant to live on this planet? It's up to you. Anyways, we're not preaching today. Let's go and answer the question.
But come on with it. I feel like I needed to hear that.
yes, girl. It's something. But okay, what is one thing I would say to my inner child? I call my inner child Baby J. First and foremost, I want to say, if you Black, go to therapy. All right, we're gonna talk about this for a second.
We're gonna support Black individuals healing and going to therapy, and not keeping that old stigma of Black people don't go to therapy. Because what we do in this year and all year moving forward is going to therapy and healing our shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, honey.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm glad you paused on that.
Yeah, we
needed to talk about it. We had to talk about it.
We need a moment for that because it all goes back to that inner child. It all goes back to the traumas that inner child experienced, that child isn't able to understand or get. That you have to take care of when you get older. So in order to heal, you have to work on your mental health because our mentals are shifted and changed based upon what we need to do to protect ourselves, especially as children. And so it's just the unlearning of the survival mode because you needed that at that time where you needed it. And now it's time for it to be released in order for you to live life free and light. If you're holding on to these things, you're burdened down. Like, oh my God, we preaching. Okay, let me answer the question. Let me answer the question because, honey, I will preach on this thing. Okay, anyways. One thing I would say to my inner child, I would say the society that you are to be raised in is not a reflection of who you are to be. Be yourself, be authentic. Don't try to people please, okay? Because it's important for you to express who you are through an authentic vessel. And you're going to be different and you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Let me tell you, you're not going to be most people's cup of tea, but those people who you are, their cup of tea, they're going to be your people. And it's going to be worth all the people who don't understand you, who don't want to get to know you or are afraid of you mirroring back to them shit that they don't want to take care of. Let me tell you, those not your people, and that's okay.
Right.
So that's what I would say.
Wow. That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Especially what really stood out to me is the people pleasing. We didn't come here to, like you said, be pleasing everybody, but to really be in union with ourselves and to figure it out. So, Lego.
Thanks.
Goddess J, this has literally been such a beautiful time chatting with you, and I'm so thankful that you took time out of your day and got a chance to talk to the listeners and the viewers and just to be able to spread your message. Could you please let everybody know real quick where they can find you, where you at, what you
Where can
doing?
you find me? So,
Let's go.
I got my spiritual page, which has a lot of tarot on it now, and it will have tarot on it for the future, but it's definitely going through some changes. So come change with me, come heal with me, come grow with me. That is Goddess JAY333. That's my spiritual page. And I just made a new personal page. So follow me if you want. There I'm going to be posting more of like pictures, yoga, different things about my individual life that don't really have to do with my spiritual aspect. So if you want to follow that one, it's JAYLA, Jayla__ Imani, IMANI, and we can have some fun over there too. So I would love to have you again. Be on the lookout for my website coming up, for my services, for my products, because it's lit over here. It's lit.
Is it?
Yes. yes.
And all of that will be in the show notes. If you were driving or doing something that you weren't able to write that down, it will all be available after the episode is posted. Super, super excited for you guys to get connected. And again, thank you for coming and hanging out with us today, Jay. And thank you guys all for listening.
Yes,
blessings.
Thank you. It was a beautiful time. I appreciate you holding this space.
Oh, of course. I'm here for the people.
Yes. All right, love. We got to connect soon. I have fun. We're going to have to do this again.
Let's do it.
All right. Peace.
Peace. Hey guys, I had so much fun recording today's podcast episode and truly don't want the conversation to end. So if you haven't seen in the show notes, you can connect with me over on Instagram at Divine Beautiful Me or Uncharted Melanin, or you could also connect with me over at Fixis Yoga. I'd be so happy to answer any questions and just connect with you and get a chance to know what you're doing in your life and how you're showing up within your community. I'm looking forward to chatting with you guys tomorrow. Stay blessed.